Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. And now this week we have some hotfixes, but also the mention of the Porcine of interest. So there's a hotfix that they notice an issue with the new herb cleaning feature while using the herb lore cape perk. As a result, it temporarily disabled the new auto clean feature while the cape/max cape is equipped to retain the existing functionality. Next week's game update will fix that. Alright, so we have the Porcine of interest. The Slayers hogging the spotlight this week, the release of a new novice quest designed to introduce newbies to this skill. Are you ready to track down a Porcine of interest? So there is a detailed rundown. I'll go over that at the end, just in case somebody doesn't want any spoilers. Because it does say what to expect. But there's also the Sour Hogs and Spria. So once you finish the Porcine of interest, you'll gain access to a new Slayer monster, the Sour Hog. This stinky beastie likes to spray unwelcome visitors with gunk, so you'll need your new goggles to fight it. You also meet Spria, a new low-level Slayer master who's taken up residence in Dranor Village. She's happy to share her knowledge and experience, so she's great first stop if you plan on mastering the Slayer skill. Now we also have Poll 72 updates. We have Thieves Gems. Gems stolen from the gem stalls can now go straight into the gem bag instead of you having to put it there yourself. Hill Giants, a small tribute of the Hill Giants, has moved them to their new home on the desert plateau where clan wars once stood. They've really acclimatized to the local culture too, and will drop some steel scimitars, iron medium helms instead of steel longswords, and iron full helms. Be sure to give them a very good warm welcome. Clean herbs. You may now clean all your herbs automatically after cleaning the first one in your inventory. And Zahur is now able to clean banknoted herbs for her usual fee. If you'd like to take advantage of her services, she can be found north of the Bank of Narda. You will still need to have completed the hard task in the Desert Achievement Diary. Remember, you haven't seen the last of Poll 72 yet, so keep that in mind. Grand Exchange buy limits. So this week they had a peek behind the scenes of the Grand Exchange, and they realized that some of the buy limits, which control the number of each item you can buy every 4 hours, don't quite match up correctly. For example, there are several items, runes for example, that don't have buy limits that match up to the amount they feel players should be able to purchase in one go. On the other side of the spectrum, you can sell up to 10,000 of some rare items when the usual limit is much lower. So, they won't go into exact details, but the buy limits for the following items have been adjusted. Fire, air, water, and earth runes, feathers, Goldar, blood and death runes, mithril dart tips, pure essence, adamant dart tips, grapes, cannonballs, headless arrows, Asgardian seeds, barley seeds, hammerstone seed, jute, unilian, carnarian, wild blood seeds, compost, super compost, ultra compost, the filled plant pot, fire, water, earth, and air orbs, cadaver berries, drift net, climbing boots, zenite necklace and bracelet, necklace of anguish, elder chaos robes top, bottom, and hood, ring of suffering, tormented bracelet, zenite ring, and the ancient crystal relic effigy medallion statuette, totem, and emblem. Improvements to the costume rooms. Following last week's rework, they made a few more adjustments to the costume room in the player owned house. Firstly, some set names have been adjusted to better reflect trimmed, gold trimmed, gilded, or third age status. They've also taken the opportunity to add a few more items to the list of storables, including Castle Wars rewards, gold-plated dragon kit, and a few more treasure trail prizes. In other news, an empty catch issue has at the end of the fishing trawler minigame has been fixed. Fixed some graphical issues with the even darker graceful set. Fix some graphical issues with the scroll bar in the player in house. Adventure log. Fixed a grammatical error in the Mahogany's home messages. Added furniture to Noella's house in Ardougne and cleaned the mirror. Mahogany's home offices now leave their doors open for easier access. The reward shop for the last man standing in Mahogany Homes now highlight items you cannot afford in gray instead of red, and display points differently. The Darkmire General Store now acts more like a general store. A spelling error has been connected to the flag and mostly harmless. Corrected. The Mahogany Costume Box option on the furniture building menu is no longer abbreviated. And now for the slightly spoilers, the Poor Sign of Interest blog. So the requirements and the rewards is there's a few conspicuous rewards for any adventurer willing to take it. But since this is Novice Quest, there is no requirements. However, you will get 5k GP, 1k Slayer XP, 30 Slayer reward points, and access to the new Slayer task. So it is definitely worth checking out and seeing if you want to dive right into it. But that's actually it for today's video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.